Hi, welcome to Unconventional Coach. My name is Jenny Handy and I am your coach. Today, I want to talk a little bit more about communication and where things go wrong if you're trying to have a conversation in a relationship. This could be with a spouse, this could be with a child, anything like that, or a friend. So, when you're looking at a conversation that you're having with somebody, first we want to look at, do they feel safe talking to you? Okay. And there's a list of common phrases that people will say in a conversation that generally are not great. So I'm going to read a few of them to you, and I want you to think to yourself, have I ever said these in a conversation to somebody? And these are just a few examples. Get over it. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Quit crying. It doesn't matter. Calm down. Quit getting upset over nothing. These are some phrases that are very common, especially in a romantic relationship or with a teenager, where people are trying to have a conversation. And immediately, those will put the person off and make them feel like they are not safe to talk to you. So if you catch yourself saying things like this, which you might not in the moment, but if you think back on conversations that you've had, do you know that you've said these things? Do you recognize that you've said these things? Or has someone said them to you? So if you're the one who has said these things and you want to have the conversation go more productive, then you want to avoid saying something like this so that you can make them feel safe. And I would recommend starting with something like, I can see that something is bothering you. Would you like to talk about it? Or, I can see that something has upset you. What can I do to help you? Something like that will make them feel like they can come to you, which is really what you want. Because the bottom line is communication at its most basic sense. In a relationship, they have to feel safe coming to you in the first place. And if you throw out any of these phrases that make them feel unsafe, they're just going to shut down. It's going to perpetuate the problem. They're not going to come to you with problems in the future. If you guys are having a conflict about something, they're not going to bring it up because they don't want those negative comments put to them. It makes them feel like they're not valued. So pay close attention to what you're saying when you get into one of these conversations. Notice if you say something like this. If you happen to say it and you haven't thought about it ahead of time, the simplest thing you can do is apologize. For example, if you say, quit crying, just be like, nope, you know what? I apologize. I didn't mean to say that. I can see that this is something that's upsetting you. Let's go ahead and talk it through and see if I can do something to remedy or help you, or if you just want to vent, that's fine too. You're acknowledging that you said something that wasn't safe for them and you want to bring them back into your space. So give it a try, see how it goes. I'd be happy to hear any comments or if you come up with something else that you want to do. When you're looking at specifically teenagers, keep in mind that they're stuck in that weird age between childhood and adulthood. So it's a little bit more complicated, but you always want to tell them that you're open to hearing anything they have to say. You will not be judgmental, that you give them a safe space to talk to you about anything. That is so vital, that a teenager feels like they can come to you and talk to you about anything without judgment, without punishment, anything. If it's something that could get them in trouble later, that's something you could deal with after the fact, but you want them to know that they are safe to come talk to you about anything that is on their mind. So just let them know you can talk to me at any time about anything. There will be no judgment from me. And do that. Stick to it. If they come and talk to you about something, even if it makes you very uncomfortable, do not shut them down. Let them talk. Do not judge. You can ask questions. You can let them know, I see this is important to you. You can say, is there anything I can do to help you? Anything. Just don't shut them down, let them feel safe, and then they're more likely to come to you and talk to you if they're having any kind of problems. So keep these few things in mind, and I would love to know how it works out for you. If you have other tips and tricks you've tried that you want to share, please drop them in the comments. I'm always happy to hear more things from people. So go out there, be bold, be brave, be you, and get those conversations going in a great way. Have a good day.